Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Good afternoon everybody. Are you an aspirant preparing for any competitive examination? If yes, then please listen to me. On the May 25th, 2025, we are going to have UPSC Civil Service Preliminary Examination, and around 100 days approximately around the corner we have an exam, and people who are preparing for the exam have to prepare a lot of subjects. Like in the GS1 we have different subjects to prepare, and even GS2 you have to prepare mental ability, or what we call as CSAT. Under this we have to complete English, arithmetic portion, logical portion, etc. So it becomes very important for you to build a daily habit for you to crack preliminary examination. Why? Because CSAT, even though it is not considered for merit list, CSAT will become a deciding factor for you to make your name into the list. Because only when you pass the CSAT examination with 33 percentage of the allotted marks, you will be able to get your paper corrected for GS1 prelims, right? So having said that, you now understand that CSAT is very important. To clear the CSAT examination with ease, a lot of people might have that inbuilt ability to do the problems, and they are good at problem solving, logical thinking, etc., and they will be able to clear the examination just by solving few questions, or it depends on their ability, right? And for few people, I have seen a lot of people actually struggle with CSAT paper. They're very good at GS1, where they are good at all the subjects, but they will not make their name into the list only because of CSAT examination, because they were not able to clear the CSAT or GS2 paper, right? So here, for all the aspirants out there, I have an exciting announcement. We are going to start 100 days CSAT challenge. So in this challenge, we will be solving 10 questions per day exactly at 2:30 p.m., at which the actual UPSC examination GS2 is conducted, right? So why we are doing this? It is just to help the aspirants to build that daily habit of solving 10 questions. Will make you to solve significant amount of questions, and you will have a lot of practice, right? Just by spending 15 to 20 minutes of your day in the afternoon, when you are feeling too lazy to study other subjects, it will help you to first of all practice lot of questions. Second, to cover up all the PYQs asked in the examination. It will give you idea, or help you to strategize what topics you have to refer, or such, right? Along with that, it will also help you to be consistent and regular in your preparation, and it will help you to motivate also. Okay, so keeping this all in mind, I thought that it's better to start 100 day CSAT challenge, in which daily 2:30 we'll gather. We'll just solve 10 questions from PYQs. Why we are starting with PYQs? Because PYQs are like guiding maps for us, right? What to study, what not to study, we'll understand by that. And one beautiful thing about CSAT is, when we solve lot of like PYQs, we will understand that same question may not get repeated, but similar type of question will repeated with different numerical value. That's it. It will be easy for you to solve the questions when you know the concept. Okay, so without wasting any more time, I'm going to start with day one, 10 questions. Okay, so daily at 2:30 exactly I'll be uploading the video. I will be uploading a video in which I will have solved all the 10 questions. I want you to first read the question, pause the video, solve by yourself. If you don't get how to solve it, then play the video and you can listen to me and understand the way you have to solve the answers. And make sure, so take a copy, or any A4 sheets, note down all the formulas for what kind of questions, what formula, what trick we have to use. Okay, if same question, similar kind of questions repeats in the examination, it will be easy for you to recollect. Okay, I have done this in this class or something, right? It will be easy for you to recollect. First question, we are starting from 2024 prelims paper. Okay, so first question is, what is the least possible number of cuts required to cut a cube into 64 identical pieces? Okay, so what they are asking, there is a cube. Okay, you have to cut the cube into 64 identical pieces. Okay, for you to do that, how many number of cuts are required, they are asking. Just imagine there is a square. Just take a square here, don't go for cube now, square. For this square, you have to, if you have to cut it into identical pieces, for example 2 identical pieces, how many cuts you have to give? One cut, right? Part 1 left side, part 2 left side, both are identical. So if you want to cut 2 identical pieces for one dimension, you have to do n minus 1 cut. If n is equal to 2 here, because I want 2 sides, right, 2 parts, so I can say the number of cuts will be n minus 1. Am I correct? Yeah, n minus 1 is, that is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 cut. Similarly, for same square, if you want to do, if you want to get two identical pieces, then you have to do, I'm sorry, 3 identical pieces, you have to do 2 cuts. How? N is equal to 3, we need 3 identical pieces. Okay, so what is the formula? N minus 1. So number of cuts is equal to n minus 1, that is 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Correct? See, cut number 1, cut number 2. We have 2 cuts. Okay, this is for just one dimension. They are asking for cube, right? So let us go to the solution here. See, please take this formula in your notebook. Note, to cut a cube into n identical pieces along one dimension, we need n minus 1 cuts. This is clear. I have showed you, explained you also. Okay. Here, how many number of pieces they are asking? 64, right? And they have given 64 number of pieces, and they are asking number of cuts. So 64 is in 3D, because cube is in 3D, not 1D, right? So what we have to do? First we have to see what is the cube root of 64. Okay, cube root is 4. When you multiply 4 3 times, you will get 64, right? So in one dimension, 4 cubes has to be cut. 4 number of cubes has to be there. So if you want 4 identical cubes in one dimension, the number of cuts is, I told, n minus 1. That is 4 minus 1 is equal to 3 cuts. In one dimension, if it is 3 cuts, in 3 dimension, add. In one dimension, 3. Second dimension plus 3. Third dimension plus 3. We need 9 cuts total. So what is the correct answer? Option B, 9 cuts is the correct answer. Hope you are able to understand. Right? Okay. Second question here. In the expression 5 some gap 4, 3, 2, 1, asterisk is chosen from plus minus multiplication, each at most 2 times. Okay, each sign you can use 2 times at max. So minimum you can use once or 0 maybe. Okay, what is the smallest non-negative value of the expression? Okay, in the question what they are telling, they have given one expression, they have not given any symbols. Instead they asked you to pick a symbol so that you can get smallest non-negative value of the expression. Okay, and what is the condition? Condition is, in the given symbols like plus minus multiplication, you can use each symbol at most 2 times. So at most 2 times means at least you can use for 1 time or 0 time also. That is the hidden message given here. Okay, how to solve this? See, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are there. So plus minus multiplication. We know that when we multiply two big numbers, it will obviously give large or largest non-negative value. They are asking smallest non-negative value. So 4 multiply 5 multiply 4 is not an ideal thing, right? So we can place multiplication here, 2 into 1, or we can just eliminate, leave the multiplication and try with plus or minus. We know if we want to get the smallest value, we have to subtract the big terms to get smaller value, right? So now write, see, I have solved here. I am using negative sign for bigger terms, bigger value numbers, and positive sign for smaller value numbers to get the smallest possible value. Here 5 minus 4 minus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So what am I getting? Add all the negatives and add all the positives. So when you do that, you will get 1. But they have asked smallest value, right? So is there any way you can get smallest value? Let us check with the multiplication also. So minus remains the same, 5 minus 4 minus 3 plus 2. Instead of plus 1, see, 2 plus 1 is 3, but 2 into 1 is 2 only, which is lesser than 3, right? So I am taking multiplication here instead of addition symbol. So when I calculate that, I get 0. So in the option, they have given non-negative, right? So 0 is the lowest value. No need to check further. 0 is the lowest non-negative value of the expression. So D, 0 is the correct answer. Third question. A certain number of men can complete a piece of work in 6k days, where k is a natural number. By what percentage should the number of men be increased so that the work can be completed in 5k days? Okay. So whenever there is work related question, work and men related question, you have to remember that when there are more number of men, okay, more number of men, work will be completed in less days. Why? Because more people will do more work, so less days will be taken to complete a work, right? So when there are less number of men, the work will be taking lot of time, more time. This much you understood, right? So now they are telling that there is a piece of work, okay, which can be done in 6k days. Okay, so if one work takes 6k days, in one day how much work will be done? It is 1 by 6k of work. Getting? So for one work to be done, we take 6k days, means in one day 1 by 6k of work is done, correct? So continuing with the question here, by what percentage should the number of men be increased so that work can be completed in 5 days, 5k days? Okay, let us go back here. Write this formula, men into time is equal to work is constant here. So how will it vary? I told more men less time, less men more time. Okay, in the question they have given for m number of men, they are taking 6k time to do a work. Equation number 1. For n number of people, it is taking 5k days to complete the work. So second equation. When we know work is constant, can we equate both the equations? So when we equate both the equations, we get m into 6k is equal to n into 5k. So cut the similar terms, kk gets cancelled. So 6m is equal to 5n here. Take the value of n, find the value of n. N is equal to, from when you go left side to right side, LHS to RHS, the multiplication turns into division, right? Right here 5 is taken to left side, so 6 by 5 m is equal to n. Okay, and we all know when we have to calculate percentage increase, so what we will do, we will take the final value minus initial value divided by initial value into 100, right? So final value, the number of men in a new 5k work, right? It is n minus, previously it was m divided by m into 100. We know the value of n, it is 6 by 5 m. So substitute that here. 6 5 m minus m whole divided by this m into 100. So do the cross multiplication, take LCM here. 6m minus 5 comes here, right? So 5m divided by m into 100. What it is? 6 in 6m, if you minus 5m, what is remaining? M is remaining, and m from numerator and m from denominator gets cancelled. So 100 by 5 will be remaining, which is 20%. So we can say to complete that work in just 5k days, we need 20% more men. Correct? Fine. Fourth question. XYZ can complete a piece of work individually in 6 hours, 8 hours and 8 hours respectively. Okay. However, only one person at a time can work in each hour and nobody can work for 2 consecutive hours. All are engaged to finish the work. What is the minimum amount of time that they will take to finish the work, right? So they have given, there is a person X, person Y, person Z. X takes 6 hours to complete a work, Y takes 8 hours, Z takes 8 hours. In the question they are asking, what is the minimum amount of time they require to complete the work together? Okay, all the three are engaged in the work, but only one condition is a single person cannot work for continuous 2 hours. Okay, if X is working, he can work only for 1 hour at a stretch, and then he has to exchange it with Y or Z, and similar things goes on. No single person can work for 2 consecutive hours. That is the only condition they have given, and they are asked to find out the minimum amount of time to work. I told you already. See, when here efficiency, if efficiency of a person is more, he will take less time. Correct? If person X's efficiency is high, he is taking less number of time, 6 hours only to complete the work. Y and Z efficiency is low, right? For that they are taking more number of time, that is 8 hours. This is the formula you have to remember. Lesser the efficiency, higher the time. Higher the efficiency, lower the time. So keeping this in mind, we are going to solve this question here. See, this is the formula. Okay. See, x takes 6 hours. Okay, that means in 1 hour he will do 1/6 of the work. I told in previous equation when how to solve that also, right? So Y and Z takes 8 hours each. So in 1 hour they can complete 1/8 of the work. Okay, so they have given that minimum number of time taken. So you imagine, if I engage Y or Z, okay, for example, I'll start engaging with X. Why? Because Y and Z are less efficient. If I want to reduce the time, I want to engage X more number of times, right? So I'm starting with X. X will work for 1 hour. He will complete 1/6 of the work. And again, X cannot work for 2 consecutive hours. So he will exchange his work with either Y or Z. It doesn't make a difference because both Y and Z are having same efficiency. Okay. So 1/6 of the work X will complete. And again now Y will come. He will do 1/8 of the work. Okay. If I engage Z here, I am going to reduce my efficiency. Why? Because Z is having less efficiency than X, right? So I'll use my brain and I'll engage X once again. Okay, so again I'll engage Z because all the three has to be engaged. Again I'll engage X, and this goes on. So when this is repetitive, what I can do? I can take that 2 hours of count. In 2 hours, they can do 1 by 6 plus 1 by 8th of the work, which gives me 7 by 24th of the work, which is done in just 2 hours. So just multiply it by 2. In 4 hours, they can do 14 by 24 units of the work. And again multiply by 2, they will do in 6 hours 21 by 24. How 21 by 24 came? 2 hours you have to increase to 6 hours, then what you have to do, 2 into 3 6, so 7 into 3 is 21, 21 by 24 of the work is done in 6 hours. So see, 20, if we want to complete the whole work, the ratio should be 1. That means there are 24 minus 21, there are 3 units remaining to do the work. Am I correct? Are you getting? See here, 21 by 24 is there. To complete the work, we need to get 24 by 24, so that the whole the equation is solved to 1, right? So what is the difference? 3 units is remaining, 3 by 24. Okay. So now again, to increase the efficiency and reduce the time, to get the minimum amount of time, I am engaging X here. I know X can work 6 hours. Okay, so he can finish the work in 6 hours, or we can say he can do 1/6 of the work in 1 hour. If he can do 1/6 of the work in 60 minutes, that is 1 hour, then how much time he will take to complete 3 by 24 units? Okay, do the cross multiplication. 3 by 24 units into 60, okay, divided by 1 by 6. When we calculate this, we get 45 minutes. So now add it. To do the complete work, the minimum amount of time they take is 6 hours 45 minutes. Hope this is giving you clarity. Okay. So for the fourth question, answer is C, third one, 6 hours 45 minutes. Coming to the fifth question. How many consecutive zeros are there at the end of the integer obtained in the product of 1 raised to 2, 2 raised to 4, 3 raised to 6 into 4 raised to 8 into so on 25 raised to 50. So there are a lot of numbers in between, that's why they have given dash, right? So what they are asking, when you solve this problem, what will be the trailing zeros or zeros at the end, they are asking. So when you have to find the zeros at the end, or the we can also call it as trailing zeros, okay, zeros. One thing we know, in this given expression, if we want to get a 0, we should have 10 in the equation, right? So how we can get the 10? 2 into 5 is 10. Yes or no? 2 into 5 is 10. We need to find how many 2's and 5's are there in the equation. But when we sit and calculate how many number of 2's are there, you will get n number of 2's, because every factorization gives you 2. Every factorization of even number will get you 2. So it will be a cumbersome process for you to sit and calculate. What we will do, smartly we will check how many 5's are there in the equation. Okay, so for that, how we can do these equations, you know, right? Basics. X power m power equation, x power m into x power n, we can write it as, when base is same, x is same, if powers are different, what we can say, we can keep the base as same and add the powers. If it is multiplication, for division we can minus m minus n we can write, and we can write x power m whole power n is equal to x m into n. So these are the basics, just note down and try to understand it. Coming back to the question, the expression is written here. So we need to find number of tens. To find the number of tens, we need to find number of 5's here. So what are the factors of 5? How many factors of 5 are there? We will start with 5 power 10. Okay. So here after 4 power 8, we will get 5 power 10, right? So 5 power 10. When we write 5 10 times, how many factors of 5's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 factors of 5. We can say that, no? So 5 power 10 gives us 10 5s. Correct? Similarly, when we go on with this expression, again we will encounter 15, 10, 10. We are doing with factors of 5. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. So 10 power 20 will be there. How many 5s are there in 10 power 20? We can write 10 base as 2 power 20 into 5 power 20. We can do that, right? By looking at this equation. So when we do this, we get 20 factors of 5. Correct? Again, when this expression continues, we'll also encounter 15 power 30, which is 5 3s are 15. 3 power 30 into 5 power 30 we can write. So 15 power 30 gives us 35s. 35s. Okay. Again, when we continue, 20 power 40. In 20 power 40, again we'll get 40 number of 5s. At the end, the expression ends with 25 power 50. If it is further, we have to do the further calculation. But fortunately, this is ending at 25 power 50. So 25 power 50 gives us 5 power 50 into 5 power 50, which is 100 of 50. See, here 50 times 5 is there. Here 50 times 5 is there. 50 plus 50, 100 times of 5. Now add all the 5s. Here 10 5s, 20 5s, 30, 40, 100. When we add this, we get 200 number of 5s. So we can easily say, when we have 200 number of 5s, obviously 2 is more than 5, so obviously there will be 200 2s also. We can say 200 trailing zeros or 200 zeros at the end we will get in this expression. So fifth question, we can say 200D option is the correct answer. Sixth question, on January 1st, 2023, a person saved rupees 1. On Jan 2, 2023, he saved 2 rupees, more than that of a previous day. That is 3 rupees he saved. On 3rd, 2023, he saved 2 more than previous day, and so on. At the end of which date, they are asking date, was his total savings a perfect square as well as perfect cube? Okay, fine. So we will start with day 1. On day 1, how much he is saving? He is saving 1 rupee. On day 2, he is saving 2 more than the previous day, that is 2 plus 1, 3 rupee. Okay. On next day, third day, he is saving 2 more than previous day, 2 plus 3, because previous day total his savings is 3, right? So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 here. Again on day 4, he is saving 2 more than previous day, and this continues when till he get perfect square and perfect cube. The number which he is getting will be both cube and square. So just check the options. When you are getting, this is obviously, when we read the question we will understand it is arithmetic progression type of problem, where we can apply some of the terms, that n by 2, n divided by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, that formula we can apply. But even if you don't know the formula, how you can solve this? We have reached up to 4th day here. Okay, see options, you see 7th day is given, 8th and 9th is given. Okay, so we are very near to the 7th, right? We will continue solving. On the 4th day he solved 2 plus 5. Okay, on 5th day how much will he save? It is 2 plus 7. Okay, on 6th day it is 2 plus 9. Okay, and on 7th day it is 2 plus 11. which is equal to 11 plus 2 is 13. Now take a pause and calculate the totals. Okay, just totals. They're asking the total saving should be a perfect square or perfect cube, right? So add all the totals. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13. How much it is giving us? It is giving us 49. Okay, what do you think? 49 is a square? Yes, it is a square. 7 square, 7 7 is a 49. But it is a cube? No, it is not. So what we can go say option 1 is wrong. We can check with option 2 here. Option 2 is 8. On 8th day, how much he is saving? 13 is already there on the 7th day plus 2, which is 15. He is saving 15 rupees on day 8. Now check. So 49 is already there. 49 plus 15, what is it? 49 plus 15 gives us 64. So what it is? 64 is 8 8s are 64. It is a square of 8 and it is also cube of 4. So we can say 64 on 8th January 2023 he saves total amount which is perfect square and also perfect cube. Okay, if you don't know the formula, this is the lengthy process I am telling. If you know the formula, you can do it in a simple two-step formula. See, when we know the arithmetic progression formula, which is sum total, if you want to calculate, we can use the formula n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. Here n is total number of terms, we can say. Okay, d is the difference. Okay, see, we know n. Check from the options. 7 is given. Directly put 7 here. N is 7. 7 by 2. 2 into 1. A is the first term. First term is on the first day he is saving 1 rupee. So 2 into 1 plus 7. Again n is 7. 7 minus 1. D I told you difference. Difference between difference in the sense each day he is saving 2 rupees more than the previous day. So what is the difference? 2. So put 2 here. When we calculate, we get 49 here. So check whether 49 is a cube. No, it is not. It is just a square. So again check with 8. So 8 will give you 64, which is a cube and also a square. So be smart whenever possible. No, use options to your advantage. Don't just keep on solving the questions, right? Whenever it is possible, just try to eliminate the wrong option so you reach the right option in a less time. Okay, so hope this gives you clarity. Next one, 7th question. They're asking 222 power 333 plus 333 power 222 is divisible by which of the following numbers? They're asking. If you know 2 power anything, okay, 2 power anything will be divided by 2. Yes or no? 2 power anything will be divided by 2. Similarly, 222. 222 is even number or odd number? It is even number, right? So even number means it is divisible by 2. So when 222 is divisible by 2, 2 the power of 333 will also be divisible by 2. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, if we take only this term, it is divisible by 2. Okay, but and whatever the answer, we will get it as a even number only. Okay, anything to the power of 2 will give you even number. That we have basic knowledge, right? So check the second one, 333. Now we know 222 is even. Check 333. 333 is divisible by 2? No. Then if 333 is not divisible by 2, it is a odd number, and anything to the power of odd number gives you odd number itself. Okay, 333 power anything will give you odd number. So one more thing we know, when we add even number to odd number, what it will give? It will always give an odd number itself. This is the rule. When we add anything to the even number, any odd thing to the even number, it will always give you odd number. For example, if you add 2 to 3, 2 is even, 3 is odd, the answer is 5, which is odd. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Whatever even number is there, if you add even number with the odd number, the answer is always odd. So here also even is there, odd is there, which they're asking, is it divisible? So when you calculate this, obviously you are going to get odd number. Odd number is divisible by 2? No. Check the options. So they are telling it is divisible by 2. So this is not the correct answer. Eliminate the option. So again they are telling 2 and 37 is dividing it. So cut the option. It is also wrong. So only thing is remaining is it is not divisible by 2. Option B is the right answer. You can devise the answer in such a easy way. Okay. I have written the steps also here. Fine. 8th question. What percentage of water must be mixed with honey so as to gain 20% by selling the mixture at the cost price? This is the catch here. Okay. So you have to sell the mixture at the cost price of honey. So what is happening here? There is a person, he has brought some amount of honey for some cost price. Okay. And he has to sell the mixture. He has to have 20% of profit. So what he will do, instead of selling it for 20% profit by increasing the selling price, what he will do, he will mix water with the honey. Okay, he will mix water with the honey and he will sell this mixture at cost price itself. Instead of increasing the selling price, what he is doing, he is selling at the same cost price only. If he has brought for 100 rupee, he is selling for 100 rupee. But instead of that, what he is doing, to get this 20% profit, he is mixing honey with the water. So they are asking what is the percentage of water he has to mix to get 20% of profit. How we can solve that? See, simple it is. Assume he brought 100 ml of honey, okay, for 100 rupees, which is cost price. To get 20% profit, he has to sell it for 120 rupee if he is selling pure honey, sorry. Now he has, but he didn't do that. Instead he mixed it with the water. So mixture we can write H plus W. So H plus W mixture, he is bringing it as at cost price is same only, but selling price is equal to cost price, which is also 100. Now can you get the excess amount, or what is the added amount of water, by equating selling price of both the scenario, selling price of original honey and selling price of the mixture. When you equate that, see, 120 rupees of 100 liters honey, that is first selling price, is equal to same 100 rupees of 100 minus x. X is the amount of water. 100 minus x of the honey. So when you do that, cancel 100, bring x to this side. Okay. So when you calculate this, you are going to get x is equal to 20 ml. Okay, you are going to get x is equal to 20 ml. 20 ml, which is excess amount of water added. Okay. 9th question. What is the rightmost digit preceding the zeros in the value of 30 power 30? They are asking, when you calculate 30 power 30, you will get some value, right? At the end, obviously 0 will come, because 30 we have 0 power something is there, so zeros will come, so many zeros. They are asking what is the preceding number to the zeros. This number they are asking. How we can calculate that? See here. For 30 to the power of 30, we can write it as 2 power 30 into 3 power 30 into 5 power 30. Right? I am just factorizing the 30 here. 2 into 3 into 5 is 30. So power is same. So I can write 2 into 5 power 30 gives me 10 power 30. I don't want how many number of zeros here. So I am just keeping the zeros aside now. whatever the preceding factor will be determined by 3 power 30, yes or no? So we have to find a factor now. 3 power 30, like if 3 power 1 is there, the unit digit will be 3. If 3 power 2 is there, we'll get 9. If 3 power 3 is there, so we'll get 27, but we are only concerned about the unit digit, right? Because it is immediately preceding 0. So 7 is the unit digit number here. When we do 3 power 4, we'll get 1 as the unit digit. For us to do 3 power 5, instead of calculating 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 5 times, what I'll do, 3 power 4 into 3 is also 3 power 5. So what I'll do, 3 power 4 I already know it is 1 at the end. So I am only concerned with unit digit. 1 I am writing into 3 and gives me 3. So 3 power 6, again I am doing the same pattern. 3 power 6 is equal to 3 power 5 into 3, that is 3 is a unit digit, and 3 again gives me 9. So 3 power 7 gives me 7, 3 power 8 gives me 1. So when we look at it carefully, it is giving us a pattern here. 3971, 3971. Again if we do 3 power 9, it will give me 3. 3 power 10 will give me 9. Similarly 3971 pattern is repeating. So instead of doing it till 3 power 30 in a smart way, what I am doing, I am dividing. I know 3 power 4, 4 numbers are repeating again and again. So what I'll do, I'll divide the power by 4. When I divide the power by 4, I know what is the remaining, like 4 sevens are, what is the 4 sevens are? 28. So what is remaining? 2 is remaining. So 2 is remaining. So I can conclude that the second term in that pattern will be my answer. So first is 3, second is 9. So if I continue doing the same calculation, the second term, that is 9, will be my answer. Okay. So we have 9 here. Option D, 9 is correct. 10th question, 421 and 427 when divided by the same number leave the same remainder 1. How many numbers can be used as divisor in order to get the same remainder 1? We have two numbers here, 421 and 427. What they are telling? When it is divided by same number x or same number n, the remainder in both the cases is 1. What we can say? If remainder is 1, if we remove 1 from each 421 and 427, both the numbers are completely divisible by that number n. Yes. So what I'll do, 421 minus 1, I am just removing the remainder here. So it gives me 420, and 427 minus 1, it gives me 426. So now I can say 420 and 426 are completely divisible by number n. They are asking how many such numbers are there which divides the both the numbers. So how I can calculate now? I can factorize 420 and 426 and see what are the common terms which is dividing both the number, right? When I factorize 420, I get 2 into 2 into 5 into 7 into 3. When I factorize 426, I get 2 into 3 into 71. So what are the common terms? 2 is common. So I can say number 2 divides both the numbers. Yes or no? So number 2 divides both the numbers. Similarly 3 is there. So number 3 divides both the numbers. And I can also say when I multiply this, number 6 will also divide both the numbers. Correct? So I can say 1, 2, 3. There are 3 numbers which divides both the numbers giving same remainder. Okay. So option number C, 3 is the correct answer. Okay. Yeah, that's all for today's class. I have solved 10 problems in today's class. And I tried to explain it in a detailed way. It is the first day and I don't know what is the level you are expecting. So from my end, I try to explain it in a detailed step by step manner, taking a little time than usual. But tell me in the comment section, was it helpful, or you want me to increase my speed or decrease my speed, or you want me to change my language? I can mix with Kannada or Hindi also. Whatever is your requirement, just put it in the comment section, and I'll come up with the more detailed videos, useful videos for next 100 days. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much, and please be consistent daily at 2:30. Do this, take up this challenge, give yourself a good amount of time to practice CSAT. Okay, all the best, take care, bye.